Hello, guys. Well, my name is Nellie. I am a hairstylist, and I am that girl who doesn't like stress at all. I do things when it's convenient for me. I sleep and wake up whenever I want. People tend to call it laziness, but I guess that's their problem. Again, guys, I don't know how it always happens, but anytime I just open my mouth to speak, guess what? It is always lies, especially when I've done something wrong and I don't want to be punished. But that aside, guys, this is the story of my life. Sit back and enjoy. This very beautiful morning, I was just enjoying my sleep. The lady beside me on the bed is my friend. We live together, and her name is Sharon. You all know, guys, that these early morning sleeps are always the best. Who agrees with me? Leave that in the comment section. So that's how I was enjoying my sleep, and my alarm kept disturbing me. I kept turning it off over and over again. You can imagine, this friend of mine is a very bad person. She woke up with the help of my alarm and didn't bother to wake me up until past 10 a.m. when I was already late for work. Oh my God, it's past 10 a.m.? Let me sleep a little longer. Ah, this alarm again. I have come to work late again. What will I tell my madam now? Even my colleagues' faces are not helping matters at all. She's here. God, please help me. Let me quickly cook up a lie now. I tried telling her how God saved me on my way to the shop. The bike I took was driving recklessly and got hit, so as the good girl that I am, I offered to help take him to the hospital. That's when my madam cut me short. This woman is familiar with all my tactics.
Hey Nelly, I don't care. I am tired. I am tired of your lies and lateness in this job.
I have to quickly beg her, guys, before I receive an unnecessary punishment. But guess what? She suspended me for 1 month.
I'm giving you 1 month suspension.
Who does that? With all my pleading, she still refused and just chased me out like a little child. But it's well, I don't blame her. She also has her own issues, always insulting someone. Well, about my friend Sharon, she works as a maid in a big and wealthy home, and she loves her job. Now I'm home thinking about my life and what to do during this 1 month of suspension. Then Sharon came and told me she has a job for me. I mean, okay, yes, your mom is sick. You took leave so you can go take care of her, and your madam asked you to get a replacement before you leave. So you left all of your friends you know in this life and came to me as what? This is called see finish, because if not, why would she be asking me to go work as a housemaid? She said her madam's son is coming home with his fiancée and they will need help. So am I now a nanny or what because I'm jobless?
Use the suspension period to earn something for himself.
But, you know, guys, the money must be made. I just had to buy the idea. After all, I have nothing to lose. Just 1 month, then I'll go back to my salon work. That's how I accepted the job, guys. The next day, Sharon took me to our madam's house. Rich people and their little problems. She asked if I knew how to cook and if I wasn't a lazy person. Guys, do I look lazy to her? Well, I didn't even answer her. Sharon was doing me the honor of answering all her questions. Now see, Sharon is telling me I have to wake up at 7 a.m. every day to serve our madam her coffee as her morning booster. You can imagine. That's not even the problem. She said if madam ever spits out her coffee, the rest of the day will be hell for me. What kind of problem is this? Honestly, if she had told me this at home, I wouldn't have come at all. I usually get up at 9 a.m., but I'm here now, so I just have to do my best. It's just 1 month, right? I will try, and if I don't last for a day, it's not my fault. I was enjoying my sleep when I heard my name loud and clear. I then realized I was in someone's house working as a maid, so I quickly stood up and went to her. What was my offense? She said I made her a cold cup of coffee. Did I do wrong now? Knowing I would wake up late, I made the coffee during the night and served it to her so when she woke up, she wouldn't bother me. And now I've committed an offense. It is well. See how she's shouting.
Take this thing out of here!
I just carried the coffee. Let me go make another one for her so I can have peace. The following day, I was busy cleaning when my new madam asked me to go help her son carry his luggage. Wow, my gosh, what am I seeing? This dude is so cute. I was lost until he called out and asked, "Is that how you are going to stand there?" He even has a sweet voice. This is my Prince Charming. Nothing you want to tell me. I went to carry his bag and still couldn't stop staring and blushing as he greeted his mother. But guys, Sharon didn't do well. I had to call her because she didn't tell me that her madam's son is this handsome. Sharon, please, just take all your time with your mother. Don't come back yet. You know how I don't joke with fine men. Sharon told me he has a fiancée and I shouldn't mess things up for her. Fiancé? Wow, I didn't see him come with anyone. Well, I believe every disappointment is a blessing, right guys? My madam is calling me. Let me go quickly and be on my best behavior for my new Oga. My new madam and my fine Oga were having lunch at the dining table. I was bringing water for them when I overheard their conversation. She will be traveling to London to see her sister who just gave birth. Dear Lord, please let her go alone. I beg you. Then I heard, Mom, I don't think I have the patience for another trip. Yes, thank God, it worked. Let me come serve him the water. Geez, what was I thinking? I've spilled the water on my crush and still can't think straight. Even then, guys, this man didn't even look at me. The following morning, guys, I told you I would be on my best behavior. I already woke up at 6 a.m. to make coffee for my fine Oga when Sharon called. She was also surprised I was awake. Truly, miracles never tire Jesus. So I quickly prepared the coffee and took it to his room, hoping he would take it as his morning booster just like his mom, but he refused. I asked if he needed anything else, and he still refused. It's a lie. I can't give up. You must notice me. Let me entertain him with my singing and dancing skills.
Love me jeje, love me tender, love me jeje, love me.
This man still chased me out, guys, and asked me to leave with my coffee. Don't worry, I must win this battle. I'm a baddie, so he has to notice me. This very day, my fine Oga was in the living room watching TV. As a good girl that I am, I decided to get him water while wearing my sweet, sexy dress. He didn't even turn his head in my direction. At least I turned around just so he could notice me and even spoke to him about the music he was watching. The next thing I heard was, "This place is noisy. I think I have to go upstairs."
This place is too noisy. I think I'll go upstairs.
Wow, guys, please help me. How was I making noise? Was it not the TV talking? It's fine. We move. No giving up. This very day, I was just going on my own when I heard my new madam and my fine Oga having their special time and conversing. He has this special love, respect, and care for single mothers, especially those who went through difficult times because of what his mother went through after the demise of his father. So he believes all single mothers deserve an award. Wow, I think this is his weakness. What am I gonna do now? I must come up with something real quick so I can have his attention. Later that day, I was in the kitchen when he entered. I asked if Madam didn't miss her flight, and he replied. Just then, I felt the urge to throw up, and boom, I got his attention. He began asking if I was okay. No, I am not. I had to first beg him not to tell Madam what I was about to tell him, and he promised. Then I started with my very good acting skills. I told him I was 4 months pregnant, the person who impregnated me died, and I was raped. This was the only job I was able to get, so I could take care of myself and my unborn child as a single mother. It's working, guys. I've fully gotten his attention now. Rate my acting skills, guys. But please, don't try this with the one you love if you want your union to last. I just pray God helps me through with these lies. Now he's showing serious care for me, serving me food and watching me eat. Can I keep up with this? I will have to use more lies to cover up this one I just told. Hey God, help me. He said I don't have to work and I should let him know when I need anything. Wow. Guys, to be really honest, telling lies as serious as this is not easy at all, because every chance he gets, it's about the baby and how I should be careful.
It's about the baby. I don't want anything happening to that baby.
Nothing happened to the baby.
Honestly, the care is now beginning to make me uncomfortable. Why did I lie to him in the first place? But the sweet thing is, I'm getting his attention, and that's what matters to me most. I get to watch movies sitting close to him and chatting closely. I told Sharon about my tactics and that it's working fine via a call. That girl is such a killjoy, and it's now putting more pressure on me, causing me to feel guilty about my actions. Dear God, please, I don't want to lose my crush. Please help me. Guys, for real, I now feel so uncomfortable with my lies. He doesn't want me doing anything at all. See, he just collected the clothes I wanted to wash, saying he will wash them. Again, he asked me to stop calling him Sir and use his name, Charlie.
Please, call me Charlie.
My God, his kindness towards me is killing me. How will I tell him the truth now? Now he's asked that I go change as he will be taking me somewhere important. Wow, he wants to take me out on a date? Is this a dream or what? See me dancing in excitement in my room. I later called Sharon to give her an update, and she's telling me she's coming back next week. Like, seriously, is this one playing? I've not even finished enjoying the lies I have been cooking, and you want to come back and ruin my plans? No, please just remain there and take care of your mom till further notice, please. Guys, I got downstairs and Charlie, after complimenting my looks, asked if I wasn't too dressed for my antenatal appointment.
Aren't you too dressed for an antenatal?
Auntie what?
You say what? I quickly told him I didn't have an appointment today, believing he would let me be. Then he said he would come with me one of these days when I do have an appointment. My God, which lie will I tell now? The lies got stuck in my throat and I began to cough. He ran to get me water so I could drink and swallow up the lies I was about to tell. This guy almost caught me, but thank God I'm a sharp girl. So guys, my expectations didn't come through after all. He suggested we go out and have fun since I was already dressed. Yes, that's what I wanted to hear, not this other problem I narrowly escaped. We went out and had a really good time. I was overwhelmed by his kindness, and I just had to say thank you. We both asked each other what we wished for. I told him I would wish for true friendship, love, and no death. Now his turn. He told me he'd wish for something special, true and pure. Someone who would genuinely love him, and most importantly, not lie to him.
Someone who lied to me.
Guys, this last one hit me hard. I'm gradually drowning in my guilt. I feel sad now, but let's not ruin the moment. In all, we really enjoyed ourselves. We got home and it was like heaven. I could literally feel the butterflies in my stomach. He held me so passionately and made me dance with him. That was the best day of my life, guys. I won't forget that. However, guys, my lies were beginning to go really smoothly for me until Charlie demanded that he was going to go with me for my antenatal appointment. I had no other option than to accept. But guess what? I had to sneak out to my house to meet Sharon and tell her how things were going. But Sharon, must you always be a killjoy and constantly remind me of my wrong actions? You want to come back to work after I still paid your full salary. Is that not wicked of her?
Yes. I want 200,000. 200,000.
Okay, yes. I'm being paid 200,000 naira, from which I paid your full salary. And now you're demanding I give you all I'm collecting. Otherwise, you will tell them my secrets. Why threaten me, Sharon? Okay, I told her I would pay her 150K and manage 50K, but I guess Sharon had other plans. I returned home crying, and Charlie immediately ran after me and followed me to my room, asking what was wrong. My God, this is an opportunity to tell him the truth. Charlie, I have something to tell you. He has something to tell me also. Okay, let him go first, please. Guys, he told me he has fallen in love with me. Wow, and I'm still struggling to tell him the truth. He asked if I felt the same way. Honestly, I do love this guy, but that's not what I wanted to tell him. Before I knew it, he leaned in to kiss me. After that, I tried to build my courage to tell him the truth, but just then his phone rang and he excused himself and left. I guess I've tried. The following day, surprisingly, Mrs. Johnson, my madam, returned from her trip, surprising everyone. I quickly went to welcome her and offered to carry her luggage, but Charlie refused to let me. I know Mrs. Johnson was shocked to see me and her handsome son so close. Well, we are in love, ma'am. Your son will do you the honor of letting you know. Just then, we heard a knock, and it was Sharon. Jesus Christ! What is Sharon doing here?
I'm here to take back my job and to expose your
Leaving
lies.
everyone shocked and me speechless. Sharon told them everything, that I lied about the pregnancy after eavesdropping on their conversations, and I took advantage of that so I could get Charlie's attention. I'm doomed. Will Charlie ever forgive me? Charlie, please, I am sorry. You don't know how much it breaks my heart to keep lying to you. Everything we had was real, but I didn't know how to tell you the truth. I didn't want you to find out like this. Please forgive me. Charlie was enraged and shouted for me to leave his house immediately. My God, is this how my world will come to an end? Of a truth? Anything built on lies is bound to fail. Lying just to get the attention of the one I love has landed me in big trouble. I guess now I'm stuck in my own lies, and I can't help myself. Sharon, I won't blame you for doing this to me. After all, I wasn't doing the right thing, and if this hadn't happened, who knows if Charlie would have ever known the truth. Sharon, please take back your job and take care of your sick mother. Goodbye. Will I ever heal from this? Now I realize how close and happy we were together. The first breakfast in bed I ever had was from him. When I was teaching him how to dance, we danced and enjoyed ourselves. The times when I fell asleep and he covered me up and watched me sleep. God, please help me. I beg you. The next day, I had to return to my salon and beg my madam to employ me again. I don't know if my village people are at work in my life. My madam reminded me of my sins, how I came to her salon and dropped my resignation letter, stating that I wouldn't be working again. And in the content, it said, goodbye, because I'd found a rich boyfriend who didn't want me stressing myself at all. As if that wasn't enough, I dropped some cash on the floor for them to pick up like dogs picking bones from the ground and walked away. Guys, honestly, that wasn't me. That was the devil at work through me. I was still on my knees, pleading with my madam to forgive me for all my iniquities, reminding her that she's a deaconess in her church. Finally, she accepted and told me work now resumes at 6 a.m. I have no choice but to accept it.
Hope you know resumption is now 6 a.m. What is
That's how I got my job back, guys. The next day at work, I couldn't get Charlie off my mind as I kept looking at his pictures. Then my colleague Bola, showing concern, advised that I take the risk and go for the one I love. She made a profound statement saying, in life, it's one thing to make a mistake, and it's another thing to learn from it.
See, in life, it's one thing to make a mistake. There's another thing to learn from it.
She asked me, have you learned from your mistakes? I was speechless. The following day, I decided to go to Charlie and tell him everything, hoping he would forgive me. As I approached, I overheard him having a conversation with a lady who wasn't Sharon or his mother, but someone new. I believe it was his ex-fiancée. Were they trying to get back together? Well, I guess his mother will see the woman who broke her son's heart before me. But I had a message to deliver, so I went in and knocked. Charlie was surprised to see me, but wasn't happy. I'm glad he allowed me to speak, so I started. Charlie, I know I'm the last person you want to see, but please hear me out. I was stuck in my lies and was scared to tell you the truth because I thought it would ruin everything we had. The truth is, I love you, and I didn't mean to hurt you. Little did I know that lying to someone you love would hurt the most. I am so sorry, Charlie. If you'd ever give me another chance, I promise I will never lie to you again. Just then, his ex-fiancée came in, asking who I was. Charlie told her I was just leaving. I carried my shameful self out of their sight. At least I tried and made an effort. Later that day at the shop, Bola asked about my visit to Charlie's, and I told her he has moved on and I'm happy for him. I wasn't expecting anything else with my lies, as anything built on lies is bound to sink. Well, I've learned my lesson and need to focus on my job.
Love built on lies is bound to sink. So, lesson learned.
Before now, Charlie had told me he disliked social media, and that's exactly who his ex-fiancée is, an influencer who lives her life for the public. Charlie and I both preferred to keep our lives private. At least we had that in common. But my constant lies have built a very long wall separating us. It is what it is. I will move on as well. On a very special day, while I was focused on my work, I saw someone enter. At first, I thought I was dreaming or that this person had lost his way. Guess who came in, guys? My crush and lover, Charlie. God finally answered my prayers, bringing back the one I love. We both apologized, and he held my hands, telling me he missed me.
I'm sorry.
And I'm sorry too.
Then he kissed me in front of my colleagues, making me a little shy. We held hands and walked down the street together. I asked about his girlfriend, and he told me he broke up with her.
I broke up with her.
Truly, guys, God listens to our prayers, and I believe it's according to his will that Charlie came back to me. What do you learn from this story, guys? Please leave your thoughts in the comments below. What I learned is that anything built on lies never lasts. It will always fail. Love doesn't deserve lies because it will only hurt the person more than you can imagine. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to Creatority Films for more interesting and latest Nigerian movie updates. See you next time.